Good morning. Sergeant First Class Reginald Knight, retired, reporting. I didn't get to bed until 3 last night, so I'm a little sleepy. So if I'm stumbling over my words, get the gist of what I'm saying, please. As you have heard by now, that U.S. forces struck targets inside Venezuela, and they captured the former president of Venezuela, Maduro, and his first lady, and are bringing them back to the U.S. to face drug trafficking and terror charges. First point, we have seen no evidence of Venezuela attacking the U.S. Rand Paul has said that Venezuela does not make fentanyl, which is the primary drug that Trump likes to talk about. Those speedboats and over 100 souls that U.S. forces have destroyed do not have the capacity to make it to the United States, as Venezuela is 1,600 nautical miles from Miami. That's the closest point to Venezuela. So none of this stuff makes sense from a global or military perspective. But Trump spilled the beans in his press conference a little while ago when he talked about that the U.S. is going to run Venezuela down, and they're going to get the oil moving in the right direction. This is another land and cash grab by this administration. They're going to put boots on the ground in order to administrate Venezuela for an undetermined amount of time right now. And any time that you are a hostile force in a nation of that size, you increase terror possibilities 1,000-fold. Now, it's easy for him to thump his chest and say all these things in a press conference in the White House. But when it came his time to serve, when it came his time to strap up boots on the ground, he refused to do it. Now he's putting American women and men into harm's way for a foolhardy operation. It's pretty clear that this is the same thing that Putin is doing to Ukraine, a cash and a land grab. And the thing that disturbs me the most is that instead of negotiating with the Chinese to get these natural resources and minerals that the Chinese will not provide the U.S. because of actions like this, he just goes and takes Venezuela, who has some of the richest natural resources in the world, including gold and some of those rare minerals that we need to make weapons with. Some people have said that this is the same as Kuwait or Iran or Panama. It is not the same, particularly in Panama. Panama is a small strip of land with 4.6 million people. They went in to get Noriega to quiet him. Why? Because Noriega was the key person that was funneling cocaine from Panama to the United States to be sold in East LA. Those funds went to Ronald Reagan's Iran-Contra scheme. We do see similarities, but this is not the same, folks. This is not the same. Venezuela does have a military, and we don't know how they will react to this in the long term. But for right now, this sets a dangerous precedent. And I will leave you with this. How would you Warhawks feel if a foreign entity bombed the Capitol, bombed the White House, extracted Trump and Melania, and took them to parts unknown to prosecute them for whatever? How would you feel? Sergeant First Class Reginald Knight, retired, reporting. Have a good day.